What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Once again, we're going to continue the theme of starting the video, doing some live com action and here and there, and then ending the video with 10 games of gameplay and some comments and questions and such. Of course, we've got our squad battles rewards today and I ended gold 2. I'm happy with gold 2. 13,000 coins, a premium gold players pack and a jumbo premium gold pack. It's whatever. We get Angel Di Maria's squad up next. A 99 Di Maria. 5-star skill moves. Damn, man. I mean, damn. You know, that is... Right, let's just 99 pace, 98 acceleration, 98 sprint speed. I don't know if EA understand how things work, but that's not 99 pace. But anyway, that's an insane card. We shall move on. I don't know what I'm going to get out of rewards, right? It's going to be whatever it's going to be. It doesn't really make any difference. But I sold some stuff. Some stuff sold well, some stuff didn't sell well. We're going to do the SBC again. I think I've got it all listed up still again. I have. So there's a nice SBC out right now that's super cheap. And it is the daily Futmas SBC, and we're going to complete that right now. And it gives us a jumbo gold pack. Now, on my main account, I just did this, and I packed Rajanangalan from it. So that was pretty awesome. What club is that? Wickham. Right, let's go and get 2 Wickham centre backs. Surely I've got 2. Oh, I don't need Wickham actually. Let's use him and him, and then let's see if we can get another Blackpool. We can't. Do we have any Blackpool defenders? Is it even Blackpool? What club is that? Luton. Let's see. I don't know why I thought it was a Blackpool badge. Luton. Do we have a Luton left back that's not English? No. Do we have a Luton right back that's not English? No, we don't. You can have 4 from the same nation. So what we're going to do is we're going to have those in there. We're then going to take a non-English goalkeeper from this league. And it's going to be him. And he's going to get perfect chemistry too. And then we're going to take a non-English CDM. Preferably from Luton. Or no, we could do... I don't know what we can do here. We don't have that many CDMs. I mean, this guy's going to be alright. He'll get 7 chemistry. Then we need to go and find ourselves some gold cards from the same league. Ooh. Him and him. And let's go and get ourselves a Spanish cam as well. I'm sure I've got one. I don't have one. A Spanish CM as well. I'm sure I've got one. I don't have one. How do I not have a Spanish centre mid? Hey, there we go. Him. Boom. And a ting goes. Then we need one more... we need one more player from La Liga, theoretically, would be ideal. Gold or non-gold is all okay. So we could put in Guardado right there. And then just finally, we just need, I believe, just a... In fact, if we swap those 2 around, we lose chemistry. So, yeah, I need another Liga Santander centre mid cam or CDM. See what we've got in the CDM role. Yes, Lorente. I think that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So 100 chemistry. I don't need all of these. Let me swap him out for bronze... Liga Santander player. Oh, I can't use Spanish. Let's go for any. Let's see what we've got for any. Because I've already got the chemistry, no problem. This guy, don't have the chemistry, no problem. That's intriguing, isn't it? We can pop him in there, but he doesn't get us the chem. That's all I have for the bronzes. This guy will work. Yeah, there we go. We use him. We use a silver instead of a gold, even though this guy's probably worth more than the gold card was. Oh, he is worth more than the gold card. Jesus Christ. We're using the gold card. I'm sorry, but when the silver card is cheaper than the gold card, just because people are silly, I'm using the gold card. We don't get chemistry with him. We don't quite get chemistry with him either. Damn, that's frustrating. We do get chemistry with him, so we're going to use him. That is going to be what we turn in do. Submit that. Now we get to open our Day 3 Daily Futmas SBC. The Jumbo Gold Pack. We get to open our premium... No, our order... what are they called? The order packs, man. The the order packs. I don't know what they're called. The pre-order packs. There we go. And then we also get to open our rewards from squad battles, which is exciting, isn't it? I thought we got a board there because it's a thick pack. I thought they were thin packs. I don't know why. I got that confused. We get a lot of trash here. That's alright. Some contracts, some fitness cards. Yeah, that's not so bad. Could have been a little bit better. Could have been a little bit worse. He's a Bundesliga player, maybe a Bundesliga 2, but I'll send him to the club anyway. And we'll open these two Jumbo Premium Gold packs first. Now, these must be the pre-order packs because they're not Christmas themed. They're not the Futmas theme. So we'll see what we'll get out of these. Can we get a board out of these? Nothing out of number 1. 3 rare golds at least, though. So that's a good start, potentially. Samir Nasri, a few silvers in there as well. The contract and fitness cards will always come in handy. And we get a free pack. It's a loan pack. Yay. Who could we possibly get as a loan that I would care about? No one. It's an 81 to 85 rated loan. Yay. Ooh. Oh, I feel so lucky right now. Oh, no way. Did we get Muslera? That's wild. Crazy, man. Jumbo Premium Gold pack number 2 from the pre-order, guys. Let's see if we can get anything decent out of this one. No shine out of this one. 2 rare golds in this pack, or 2 rare players, should I say. It was 2 rare golds. Hey, it's not the worst, you know. We get to stack the club up with some stuff that we didn't previously have. That's okay. 2.5k coin unlock is very, very nice. We'll send Fernandez up to the trade pile. We'll discard the rest. And now we go to our squad battles rewards. Now, my squad battles rewards, just generally speaking, have been utter garb. So now we went gold 2. We actually get a shine. And it's 1 player only that's out that's rare. It's Portuguese. It's centre mid. It's João Mario. That's too bad. But it's an 83 rated. That's almost as good as anything we've packed from Squad Battles rewards. I'll take it. I'm happy with that. Again, some nice consumables and such that we get to put into the club. We shall discard the remaining items and move on to our 25k pack, a Premium Gold Players pack. Again, if it's thick, we've got something decent. If it's thin, we screwed up. It's thin, we screwed up. We get 3 rares. 2 of them might even be silvers. Let's see what we got out of it. Yeah, I mean, that's terribly bad. But again, it's no worse than what we already had. This is going to be the end for now, though, guys. We're going to move into some gameplay now, so I will be right back. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, of course, we start our Foot Champs games today with 14 wins and 6 losses after 20 games. It's not been the best. Of course, if you guys follow me on social media, I do actually keep up to date with my results there. So if you're just sitting there thinking, man, I just want to know where he ended, just go to my Twitter account, bros, and you can see it. I don't really want to ruin it for the videos. I've done my best to not ruin it for the videos. And if you could not put it in the comment section, that would be great. Now, we've actually got about 20 to 25 minutes of gameplay here today. I left in every goal scored and conceded because I was thoroughly enjoying editing it, right? Now, as I said, I'm not going to spoil the end result. And trust me when I say this, the end result does not coincide with the thing I'm about to talk about. And that's the fact that I played the worst FIFA this weekend league that I have played in many, many months. I can't remember the last time I just played this bad. And now I know a lot of people suffered this weekend. I know a lot of people assumed that the servers were overloaded because of Futmas and just that gameplay was heavy. And people on Twitter again are saying, oh dude, it's not you, it's the game, don't worry about it, everyone's having a bad weekend. But I just don't want to accept that. And I'm not saying that because I'm what a lot of people would consider as an EA apologist. By the way, you see that goal there? There was a comment. Lots of people referenced it. In the last episode, I also conceded a dumb own goal where my player just stuck a leg out and kicked it into the goal. I conceded some of the dumbest goals, and those are the times where I think maybe that was just the server being heavy, you know what I mean? Maybe it just didn't register my button input quick enough, and boom, something stupid like that happens. But generally speaking, I don't think it's the servers. I know I was playing bad FIFA this weekend, and I know that because when I was editing these videos back, I was just doing things wrong. I just made mistake after mistake after mistake, and so I wanted to leave it all in so that you guys could see that I wasn't losing these games because I was unlucky or because the servers were heavy or anything. I was losing these games because I just kept making mistakes. And here is another mistake. I tried to score from the corner. We all know counter-attacks from corners are dangerous. I selected my left centre-back and run him out. I selected my right centre-back and run him in. And I just left a huge gap. That, like, it could have been the cleanest or the worst gameplay in the world, and it wouldn't have changed the fact that I did that. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that this is me playing horrendous FIFA here this weekend league. And the results and the manner of the games showed that. You know, some games I feel like I deserved to win that game. I felt like I controlled that game. A stupid own goal, 2 counter-attacks from corners were like, you know, the catalyst for 3 of the goals conceded. They could have been avoided. I could easily have won that game. But there were so many games that I won that I also won whilst conceding like 4 or 5 goals. The amount of games I won this weekend, like 6-4 and 5-4 and 4-3, was just sensational. I don't think I've ever conceded as many goals in a weekend league as I have this weekend. And that might then say, hey, maybe it's time to upgrade your team. Maybe it's time to upgrade the defence. But I'm kind of in a bit of a position where I'm stuck at the moment because I don't have like super amount of coins. I have like 250, 260,000 coins. I have about 1 million coins in investments. And if I cleared all my investments out now, I would probably lose about 100,000 coins in total on tax and deflation. And I don't want to do that. I want to wait until those investments work or don't work, basically. But I could upgrade to a player. And, you know, we've been teetering with the idea of getting, you know, Prime Icon Petit or Prime Icon Pires. And I keep coming back to the fact that I don't want to. I would rather suffer for the next 4 weeks until Team of the Year is released. And then make sure I just have a nice balance of coins for Team of the Year so that I can immediately upgrade to Ramos, Marcelo and Modric. And I'd rather suffer for these 4 weeks than go and get, say, Prime Icon Rio Ferdinand and then be stuck with Prime Icon Rio Ferdinand for a long time. But not only would I be stuck with Prime Icon Ferdinand for a while, I'd also put myself a considerable distance away from getting Team of the Year Sergio Ramos. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll see. With rewards on Thursday, who knows? Maybe I get like insane rewards. Maybe I pack an icon or something like that and it changes my theory on my team. But for the time being, I think it's me. I'm the problem, man. That's the thing. I'm the problem. I've seen people go 40-0 or get 38-2 or 39-1 with teams that are worse than mine, worse than my team. So if people are getting that worse than my team, it's not, my team isn't the problem. You know, my team is so good. The only thing that I would say that has caused me a problem this weekend league was Rui Costa. And I like Rui Costa a lot. We played a lot of games with him. We scored a lot of goals and got a lot of assists with him. And just generally speaking, he's a solid player. The problem with Rui Costa is that he cannot finish the ball inside the box. When you get one-on-one with Costa and you're inside the box, it's like, well, damn, this is a 50-50. And with a guy who's 90 rated, it shouldn't be a 50-50 opportunity. It should genuinely be like a 90-10 chance. Once you get into that box, you should be like, well, this is a goal. But because he has 75 base finishing, you can get it up to a maximum of 90 base finishing, and that's just not enough in this game. You need it to be in the 95 plus range so that you give yourself the absolute best opportunity to score. And there was probably, I'd say, 3 games this weekend where I had just unbelievable chances with Rui Costa, and he missed them. And so for that reason, I sit here and think, do I go for Del Piero? Of course, I already negate a high amount of the cost because I can put Rui Costa in there. But then again, I'm then investing like, let me actually have a look real quick at the Del Piero SBC. So currently the Del Piero SBC is 1 million coins, and of course I negate 500,000 of that with Rui Costa. So it will cost me, with including the opportunity cost of Rui Costa, it will cost me 500,000 coins to complete the rest of the teams. Then of course you obviously get back a 100k pack, a 45k pack, a 7.5k pack, 2 15k packs, a 50k pack, a 25k pack and a 35k pack. So if we exclude the opportunity cost of Rui Costa, because he's actually done a good service to the team, it might well cost us less than 300,000 coins in like coin capital to do Del Piero after what we get back from the packs. And so for that, I sit there and I think to myself, maybe it's time. maybe it's time to do Del Piero. The problem with that is then I can't link Ronaldo properly. It's going to be very difficult for me to link Ronaldo with Del Piero. I suppose not. It would just be a different way to link Ronaldo. I don't know how I would link him. But yeah, Del Piero's finishing is already 95. His pace is already great. And I would use Del Piero as a cam as well. So I'd probably put like a Maestro on him or something. And it makes him a 97 rated cam. Holy moly. He's got the 5-star weak foot, the 4-star skill moves. Maybe Del Piero is a smart investment, because maybe having him instead of Rui Costa will be the difference between me struggling to Gold 1/Elite 3 and in turn getting to Elite 2/Elite 1 more consistently. I don't know. I'm definitely open to taking suggestions. But anyway, guys, I've got some comments. 2 of the comments I've already addressed briefly, so we'll get back into those in more detail when they come. The first comment, though, is from Ossinot03. Says, whatever happened to the Lost Puyol? If you guys remember a couple months ago, I thought I'd bought 2 Carlos Puyols and one of them just wasn't there. I think what I actually did is bid on a Carlos Puyol and had him in my trade pile, and like it came back to me like when I was thinking about it a bit more detailed. There was like 2 seconds left on it, and I had the winning bid, so I just backed out and assumed I'd won that. I was like, oh, next time I come in, I'll have Carlos Puyol, I'll put him in the club and then sell him when I need to. And I guess somebody just outbid me. So yeah, I don't think I bought Carlos Puyol. I definitely didn't buy that second Carlos Puyol. So that's what happened to him. Basically, I never owned him. Sean Augila, I think I pronounced that correctly, says, man, I just effing love this series. It's so nice to have like a friend, kind of, to help you through FIFA Ultimate Team. I appreciate that very much, Sean, and it got a lot of thumbs up. And the reason why I got a lot of thumbs up is because what you say there, Sean, is so relatable, not only to people watching this video, but to me myself. Funnily enough, I was talking to Tobias and Nick about this and Zway last night. I used to watch a guy called Etho. He's a Minecraft YouTuber. He still does YouTube now. He's not as successful as he once was, and I think that's because Minecraft just trended down in terms of views. But Etho is an absolute machine, and he has this series called Etho's Lab, where he just plays Minecraft. It's like a let's play of Minecraft, and the guy is intelligent. He's like the most knowledgeable Minecraft guy out there. He builds the most insane structures. He's incredible at the game, as incredible as you can be at Minecraft. And he made Minecraft interesting. And he used to upload like 30 to 45 minutes every single day. And man, I looked forward to those. And I felt a connection with him. I felt like I knew him. I felt like he was a friend. He was a part of my daily routine. And so for those of you that view me in that light, first of all, I am truly, truly honored. Like, you have no idea what that means to a content creator, to know that they have a kind of connection with their audience where they are seen as a friend or as a comrade or as an escape, right? That feels great. So like, I appreciate those of you that view me like that. But second of all, just thank you guys for watching me. I know there's plenty of other better content creators out there than myself. You know, in terms of ability, I'm not the best at FIFA. In terms of editing, I don't have like crazy editing skills. In terms of content creation, I'm no better than anyone in particular. So for whatever reason it is that you found your comfort in me and my videos, I appreciate it more than you guys could ever possibly imagine. Quinton Hunter says, I think they should add Futmas cards to the daily knockout. Yeah, why not? Why not? Just like that Andy Carroll one, the Futmas Carroll for the weekly objectives. Why not do something like that? Just a trash bags player that would just be fun to play for. You know, literally just something to play for. That would be great. I would like to see that. For example, let's say Parejo. Let's just have an 83 Parejo as a Futmas winnable card. He won't really be used by anyone. He doesn't really have the pace for it, but sure as hell people would play for him. I'd play for him just to have him in my club. That'd be great. I don't know why they don't do stuff like that. OKM says, hey, Nep, literally just achieved Elite 3 in foot champs for the first time after consecutive Gold 1 finishes, and the only difference was that I decided to listen to music rather than listen to the aide's commentary. Calmed me down so much. Do you think that foot champs is more psychological rather than skill based? Would love to hear your thoughts. Keep up the good work. I definitely think it plays a part. The weekend league that I got 34 wins a couple weekend leagues ago, I literally had something called relaxing piano music on, and that's it. It was a 6-hour like piece of just the same little, it's about a 1 minute 30 like piano composition, and it was just repeated for 6 hours, and it was just so chill that it just kept my mood down, and just, I don't know how, it just, you know, it just affected me in a way that just didn't really let me get angry, didn't let me get anxious, it didn't let my adrenaline flow. It just helped me a lot. And this weekend I used it again when I was in some tricky times. And I think you're right, you know, like, it's not more psychological rather than skill-based. It is definitely skill-based. But psychology plays an important part, a humongous part in FUT Champions and how well people do. If you can stay as composed as you can possibly be throughout 40 games, your productivity output will increase 100%, not by 100%, but it will 100% increase. So if you normally get 25 to 27 wins and you get angry and you chat in calls with friends, or you've got people in the room with you causing you issues and just generally giving you grief, if you remove all of that and then just find something that keeps you comfortable, you know, like literally comfortable, like maybe it's music, maybe it's a streamer, maybe it is talking to people. You know, I know Bruce Granick plays whilst talking to people and it doesn't bother him at all. So whatever makes you more comfortable and more consistent, do that. And I bet if you're on like a 25 to 27 win kind of guy, you'll shift yourself to a 27 to 29 win kind of guy. And then of course skill plays an important part. And there was another comment. Alright, and the other comment is from Use HD. Says, Nep, can you help me through this? I want to become a better FIFA player. How do I do that? PS, don't look at my English. I am a viewer from Belgium. And keep going with this. You're a good YouTuber. Well, thank you, Use HD. I appreciate it. And there are multiple aspects to becoming a better FIFA player. And again, I was chatting to Nick about this and Zway and Toby last night. It's a situation whereby there is more than one component when discussing how to become a better FIFA player. First and foremost, learning the game mechanics is very, very important, because if you don't understand what is overpowered and give yourself the best chance with high success rate like mechanics, you're already at a disadvantage. If you don't learn the low driven shot, the low driven finesse shot, if you don't learn the regular finesse shot from the D inside the box, if you don't learn the ball rolls and the drag backs, the hill to hill flicks, if you don't learn the passing mechanics and when to use through balls, if you don't learn any of that, if you don't learn how to defend, if you don't learn that allowing your AI to control your defense is more beneficial than controlling yourself, if you don't learn that, you know, using second man press too much is actually bad for your team because it pulls it out of play, you are putting yourself at a massive disadvantage straight off the bat. Then there's the kind of like the peripherals. Your team is important. It's not like, for me, team is important, but it's not the most important thing. Again, I've seen dudes get 40 out of 40 with quite standard teams, and not pro players either. I'm not talking about TAS or Gorilla or #Harry where they do it with like a 100k team or whatever. I mean like dudes that just have a standard meta gold team, you know, like your Mbappe, Alessandrini, Martial up front, your Bakayoko, Vidal and Kante in midfield, and then your generic, you know, Bailly, Boateng, Alaba and Valencia in defence. That team is good enough to go 40 and 40. So anything better than that is just an advantage, and more of an advantage. But knowing your team and knowing its strengths, that's another aspect of being a good FIFA player. Because if you have a player, like for me, you know, I tried so hard to want to love Ruud Gullit, and it ended up costing me. That Ruud Gullit that we bought, it had bad stamina. I knew it had bad stamina, but I still told myself, this is Ruud Gullit, man. He's going to get me wins. And he ended up costing me because his stamina was so bad that I had to keep subbing him out in like the 65th or 70th minute. And overall, it was a bad player to have in the team. And I recognised that, and I removed him from the team, and I replaced him. And if you guys have players that you feel an affinity to, even though they're detrimental to your team, to be a better FIFA player, just get them out of the team. Just go and get that meta player that fits and that works. Even if you feel like it's a negative kind of addition to your team, there's a reason why all these top 100 and pro players use the specific play set that they do. And I would say there is probably a pool of about 30 players that you just see all the time. So if your team has any players outside of that pool of 30 players, you're doing yourself a disservice, a disjustice, and you're giving yourself a less of a chance to win games, because obviously that player isn't necessarily great for the game. That's another aspect. Another aspect is understanding how to manipulate the matchmaking system to your advantage. Some people play home games only. Some people avoid specific kits. And this isn't necessarily anything to becoming a better FIFA player, but this is something that will help you achieve more wins, because it's just, you're just avoiding good players, and that will help you get more wins. It won't help you become a better player, no question about it, it won't. but it will help you get more wins. Another aspect of FIFA is custom tactics, understanding what they do and how they work. I don't particularly know the most detailed about that. I really want to figure that out myself over the next few weeks as to how exactly they work and what differences they have on the team. Another aspect of becoming a better FIFA player is what we just talked about briefly a second ago, is staying composed. You know, making sure you stay composed is a really, really high factor in how to be a better FIFA player. Because if you just lose your rag quickly and easily, it affects your cognitive functions, which make you make worse decisions, make rush decisions, and generally not have a superior, I can't remember the exact terminology, but your thought process is not as good when you are anxious, angry, or have high adrenaline. So if you go like 2-0 down in 10 minutes and you're like, fuck this game, I hate this game, you've lost that game. That's it, you're done. Because you've already told your brain to go into like fight or flight mode. You're now unable to make sensible decisions. You're unable to rationalize your gameplay. You're unable to really like kind of play your best. So you're now not playing your best, and that means that you're not as good as you should be. That's another thing. And then finally, I think it comes down to true skill. Some people are just, they read the game better because they have that natural inclination to read it better. And you can learn that. And some people are just naturally skilled at video games because of things like reactions and decision making. You know, if your decision making is the best it can possibly be under intense pressure, then you will be a better player than not. And I don't, like, the way I was advised to practice that is to just play better players than myself. And that's why this year so far I've tried my best to get in as many games against pros as I can, because I think it will help my decision making and help my reaction times in game if I'm constantly playing against the best players in the game. It can only be a good thing. And sure, I'll take losses along the way, but I'll learn things. And then the difference then between them and myself, and potentially them and you guys, is how you take that knowledge that you learned and translate it into in-game action. And the reason why that's tough is because our bodies, like when we play so much FIFA a certain way, we get we just get like instinct, you know what I mean? It becomes second nature or first nature in many instances to just do something. So for me, for example, I press right bumper to use second man press without thinking about it. I just always do it. And it's one of the biggest downfalls of my game defensively. I concede so many goals because I hold RB and drag a defender out of position. And for me to change that, I need to force myself to stop using that button. And once again, when it comes to a tense game, in a game where I'm like 5-0 up or 3-0 up or something, it's easy to remember. I'm like, yeah, I'm 3-0 up. Don't press second man press. Let him have the ball there. If he wants the ball there, can't score from there, it's no problem. In a game where I'm like 1-0 down in the 80th minute, my adrenaline starts going, I lose all my composure, and I want to get the ball back, so I'm aggressive, and like my thought process and my decision making goes out the window. In creeps the mistakes, selecting defenders and running them out of position using second man press, and I end up losing a game, sometimes losing a game that I could potentially have won because of those mistakes, and sometimes not winning a game that I could have won because of those mistakes, but sometimes also losing a game by more goals than I normally would have done. So there are some games where I get battered like 5 or 6-0 or 4-0 or 5-0 or whatever, maybe I score 1 or 2 as well, and I feel in myself, I feel like, damn man, that was so much closer than the scoreline suggested, but I just collapse. And so to become a better FIFA player, you've got to learn how to overcome those situations. And I don't know how to do that, because if I knew how to do that, I would get 34 wins a week. I've proven week on week on week that I have the skill set to beat the best players in this game. I've beat already some pros this year, I've beat multiple top 100 guys this year, and I've beat multiple elite elite level players this year. So I have the skills in a one game situation to produce the goods. My problem is maintaining that level up here for 40 games every weekend, and I personally can't do that, and I don't know how to get to a position to do that. And so for you, if you want to become a better FIFA player, my first advice would be taken from what A&I Skills does, and that is just spam divisions until you can consistently win Division 1 with 8 wins and no losses, because you will play all sorts of players, all sorts of teams, and you will learn the most from that, because it's the the most competitive area of FIFA outside of Foot Champs, and because there's no pressure, what happens is you get to learn under the under the instance of where a loss isn't the worst thing in the world. It doesn't matter if you lose in Division 1 because, okay, if you get relegated, you just can get promoted again. You can do it at your leisure any time of night or day. And so there's no pressure. So playing under that no pressure situation, you learn more about yourself and about your opponents than playing in a high pressure situation. That's my opinion anyway. Taylor Leak says, anyone else completely burnt out of FIFA or finding it boring? I'm there. I don't find it boring. I love this game, man. For me, this is my favourite FIFA. And if they remove, or if they find a way to fix the issue we have with kickoff goals, where they are just scored so often, I would enjoy this game even more. Because again, the amount of games I lose because I concede from kickoff, and don't get me wrong, I score plenty of goals from kickoff too. But I feel like I'm on the side of I concede more from kickoff than I score from kickoff. But yeah, the amount of goals I concede from kickoff, I would get at least 2 or 3 more wins a weekend if they could just figure out a way to stop making it so strong from kickoff. But maybe I would lose 1 more a weekend as well. So, you know, maybe it will just come around and be the same. I don't know. But and in fact, this game right here, I actually conceded. I mean, it was a cheesy goal to concede. I put in a perfect tackle, it fell to Son and he scored. And then I end up scoring from kickoff. Ronaldo plays it out wide to Kimmich. Kimmich runs down the right-hand side. I don't know why he popped the offside trap there. He gives me space in behind. Henry gets lucky to get the ball back. Plays that one into Goretzka. Goretzka into Rui Costa, to Ronaldo, to Pires, to the back of the net. Beautiful goal up. But I know I only scored that because it was kickoff. So, you know, there's that to be considered as well. But I think what EA have done this year is they made that, like, it's too easy to get the best cards in this game, and that's a fact, right? With squad battles rewards and with Foot Champs rewards, it's quite not too easy to get the best cards in the game. It's too easy to get what is considered a good team, right? Remember FIFA 16 specifically, it would take people months to be able to save up for like a Pogba. Now it's like, hey, let me just play 2 weekend leagues. Boom, I got Paul Pogba. It's much easier, is what I'd say, to get a beast team. And then the disparity between the best possible team within like the current budget versus the best possible next team is so large that it's too much of a grind. And I mean that in the sense of, so for me right now, I've got the team that I've got. And for me, for an upgrade, I get to upgrade to Ruud Gullit, and he's like 3.5 million coins. I get to upgrade to 94 Ronaldo, and he's like 6 million coins. So I don't have the power to upgrade to these cards because they're just too expensive in that manner. So yeah, I'm gonna save these comments as well because I always save comments and then never read them, but I'm gonna save these comments because they're important. Bookmark open pages. But yeah, bottom line is, I thought FUTMAS was a good opportunity for EA to give us better cards than the current standard of high affordable cards, but not as good a cards as icons and prime icons for a reasonable price. But what EA have done is given us small upgrades for extortionate prices. And so, for example, Julian Draxler, if they made him a cam and made him an 87 or an 88 instead of an 86, and kept him at the same sort of price, he would be a card that everyone will go wild for because it's like, whoa, look at this card. He fits into my team. He's usable. We can use him in champs. He's relatively affordable and it mixes things up. But I think they got that one a little bit wrong. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.